What's up, everybody? My name is Scott Paddock, and today we are going to learn a super cool overtone funk lick. The lick that we're going to learn today uses your G overtone. So if you're not already familiar with your overtones, I would suggest checking out the video I did on overtones. I'll put the link in the description below. Spending a little bit of time on that and then coming back to this lick. When I teach this lick to my students, it's usually to get them to transition from using overtones as just a tone builder or an exercise to get a better sound into something that's functionally played on their saxophone. So when they're improvising, they can pull out overtones and use them functionally and make them sound cool. And when you hear a lot of funk saxophone players, you're going to hear overtones all over the place. Okay, so let's dive into the lick. The overtone that we're going to use is a G overtone. So you play the G overtone by fingering your low C, but sounding a G. So we're going to go from our regular G to our overtone G, back to a regular G. Play that. So you're going to play a regular G, overtone G, and then back to a regular G. Now, I'm going to write this lick up so that you can follow along. When I write the G with a regular note head, obviously that's just your regular G. When the note head is an X, that means I want the overtone. So when you see the regular G, it's going to be a regular G. When you see the X, it's overtone. So this lick comes in on the and of 3, and you have your regular G into an overtone G, back to a regular G. 1, 2. Again, 1, 2. From there, we play a B flat, a C, and a B flat, but we put an overtone G in between each one of them. So we keep coming back to that little raspy G sound in between of it. 1, 2. But we land on a G after that last B flat. And then we kind of start the pattern over again. We go back to a overtone G into a regular G. And then we go back to the B flat, back to the C, and back to the B flat again, of course putting those overtone Gs in between them. And then we just land on a G. The overtone Gs add a little bit of grit to the sound and make the B flats and Cs sound way more syncopated. If you look at it, they're just straight eighth notes. But when we put those overtone Gs in there, they sound grittier and more syncopated. And what I love about this lick is once you get it down, you can keep changing it to turn it into cooler and cooler things. What you want to do is have your G to your overtone G, back to your G is kind of like your bass, and then your B flat and your C are the stab notes. So we have this as the bass, and you can do any rhythm with it. Any rhythm at all. Then you have those B flats and Cs that you just throw in. And that all comes from the original lick. So that is your super cool overtone funk lick. And I hope that this lick helps transition your overtones into something that is more functional in your solos. Especially if you're playing funk saxophone, overtones sound awesome, and the better you get at them and the better you get incorporated them, the funkier and cooler your lines are going to sound. Thanks for taking the time to check out this video. If you found it useful, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and share it with your friends. If you have any questions, leave me a comment below. If you have any suggestions for future videos, leave me a comment below. Thanks a lot.